In this video, we'll be going over 5 common problems with cyber insurance. At Barry Insurance, we know and love cyber insurance. In fact, it is something that we purchase for ourselves every single year. We think it is a really important part of your business insurance plan that can protect you from damages related to cyber attacks. But we also recognize the places where it can fall short of expectations. For instance, cyber insurance isn't really going to directly prevent any cyber attacks. And if there is a cyber attack, there could be some instances where the insurance might not cover anything. So here are the 5 problems with cyber insurance.
What's up everybody, Summy here with Barry Insurance. Even though Chris is going to be going over 5 problems with cyber insurance, we think it's a really important coverage to have. It is something that we have ourselves. To show you why we think it's important, I'm going to show you how easy it is to be breached by hacking into my supervisor's computer. You might be wondering why, but you're just going to have to watch the rest of the video to find out. And along the way, I'm going to give you 5 cyber security tips. All right, let's get started.
Getting cyber insurance might feel like a big relief, but it's important to remember that cyber insurance doesn't actually prevent cyber attacks. Many cyber insurance programs offer complimentary guidance and services to help make the attacks less likely, but you are never 100% immune from the effects of a cyber attack. If you did experience a cyber attack, you would still have to deal with loss of data or potentially a lawsuit. But the good news is cyber insurance will at least pay for covered losses that stem from the attack, and you won't have to worry about being out of hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Tip number 1, recognize phishing emails. Phishing emails are very common. They are typically sent by someone posing to be from your company or from a bank or financial institution. This way they can get your company's information or try to get your credit card information. The first red flag is poor language. Phishing emails are typically poorly written, not great grammar, not great spelling. The second red flag of a phishing email is that the language is really urgent. Whoever wrote the email really wants you to go forward and maybe click a link or provide some information over the email right away. The third red flag are links in the email combined with the urgent language. So these links are really dangerous because they could potentially have malware, or they could take you to an external web page that looks like your company's website or has that design, and it's asking you for your username and password for a company account. If you put in that information, it's basically a form that a hacker can use, and now they have your username and password to your company account. That way they can breach and get any information that they need to. All right, so I don't know how to write malware. I don't know how to code, but I do know that Corinne has a dog. The dog's name is Willow. She loves a dog, and she will drop anything and everything to make sure Willow is okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use social hacking to get Corinne away from her laptop.
Hello?
Hi, Corinne.
Yeah, this is Corinne speaking.
Yeah, hi, this is Willow's vet.
Oh, I don't recognize you. You don't sound like Willow's vet.
Yeah, I know, I don't sound like your normal vet. They got transferred out, I got transferred in. Listen, I wanted to talk to you today about some lab results that your last vet found that didn't talk to you about. It's really important that you come in and we can talk about this.
Oh, do you need me to come in right away?
Yeah, if you could come in today, that would be great.
Because cyber attacks are so common, cyber insurance carriers face a lot of risk of having to pay out cyber attack damages. To reduce this risk, many insurance carriers will require you to have a specific strategy in place for cyber insurance, and to be eligible for a payment if there was a claim. Ensuring your business is adequately protected is completely up to you. To qualify for cyber insurance, you will need to meet certain requirements. Take the following steps to prove you are making your best effort to prevent any attacks. Make sure to keep these requirements even after securing your policy. If you don't, and you experience a cyber attack, your carrier might deny payment.
All right, Corinne's left her laptop. Second cybersecurity tip, which is always put your computer to sleep when you leave it, which Corinne did, so I might be screwed.
Technology is evolving rapidly, and as it does, so are cyber threats. Cyber insurance can't predict what the newest cyber threat is until it happens. That means carriers won't be prepared to cover those situations. So if you happen to be the unlucky one who experiences one of the first new cyber attacks, the cyber insurance policy may not cover you.
All right, so cybersecurity tip number 3. Don't use easy passwords. Corinne has left her computer to sleep, which means I need to guess her password now. But like I said, she loves Willow more than anything, so I'm just gonna put in Willow, and I'm in.
Cyber insurance is an additional expense on top of your existing business insurance, and the cost can be unpredictable until you actually get a quote. Depending on several factors, the cost can vary widely. We generally see policies range from $500 to $20,000 or more. Cyber insurance is heavily customizable based on specific businesses' characteristics and needs, and with more customization comes a higher price. So if you need a highly customized program, it could run up your premium a little bit. Even if your quoted premium is higher than you were hoping to pay, it doesn't mean you should run from the policy. If you chose not to get cyber insurance and were hit with a cyber attack, you could be out thousands or even millions of dollars, which would really make that cyber insurance premium worth it.
So tip number 4, don't reuse passwords, especially if your password is as simple as your pet's name. It makes it really easy for me to get into what I need to do here, and that's what I'm going to be doing now. Alright, so now I'm in our company's HR software, and Corinne is going to give me PTO for the rest of the year. Thanks, Corinne.
Determining cyber insurance limits isn't as simple as determining limits for other types of insurance. For instance, if you were getting a commercial property insurance policy, you would want your limits to cover the value of all your business property. There is a calculation you can do to get that amount of coverage you need. But with cyber insurance, it isn't so cut and dry. There isn't some calculation that you do to determine a magic number. Unfortunately, you kind of have to just select what you're comfortable with based on your perceived risk. Some things to consider when evaluating your risk is your industry, the amount or type of data that you have stored, and how many clients you work with, types of clients you work with, and how much your company is in the public eye. For example, if you work with highly sensitive information, the fallout from a cyber attack could be significant. If you have a lot of clients' data who's lost or breached, you could have more potential lawsuits to worry about. Each business is unique, so you really have to evaluate your specific cyber risks when selecting your limits.
Tip number 5, and the last tip that I'm going to give you all. Check haveibeenpwned.com to see if you or any of the companies that you have an account with have ever been victims of a data breach. This is what I use to check if my passwords are all safe or all my information is all safe. And if you have an Apple device, it'll notify you if any of the apps that you have an account with have ever had a data breach and when you need to update your password.
There are plenty of steps you can take to protect your business from a cyber attack. Check out our article, Ways You're Making Your Business Vulnerable to Cyber Attacks, to learn about some of your potential exposures and how to fix them. And if you've enjoyed watching this video, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video. We hope you learned something new today.